Mm. Feel like you can get away with picking the Ember now, though, right?
I think there was a lot more value on the block pick, so they don't have to go down that route if they would like to. I still don't hate it. Like, I still definitely don't hate the pick, but I think there was a lot of value in just blocking away from Execration. But they're going to be able to combine it with the Disruptor now. So you got the Naga Disruptor combo, which is always nice.
What else can we want for Mr. Pangolia? Like, is there anything that actually like ruins his day?
10 seconds remaining.
I'm not really seeing much. Like, if
5
you
seconds remaining.
Beastmaster and roar him, then nothing happens. Like, you really don't have any damage that's going to be able to go into the ball, so that's not like that's going to do much of anything.
Can they morph? Go morph mid, give Mag safe lane and Pango off. That's a bit weird, but Morph has got a very good matchup versus the Ember. You play pretty well versus the Naga. You're able to deal with the Naga illusions. It's not a big concern. It is that win condition carry.
Crystal Maiden.
CM's alright. What else can they look to do? I mean, I understand where you're coming from. I know you love the one-on-one matchups, particularly. We always seem to know the Ember matchups, don't we?
Yeah,
It's,
here he gets played so much.
yeah. I'm not feeling as strong about it, but they're going to ban it anyway, so good call, good call.
CM so
I mean,
sorry, go.
No, you go ahead.
I was just going to the CM so far has looked pretty good versus Naga Siren in a lot of the team fights. The freezing field just obliterates the illusion. So in regards to that aspect, of course, in regards to the lane and overall your the macro play, you are going to struggle versus the Naga being able to push out some of the lanes. Root can be nice versus the Ember as well for the follow up. So yeah. So that's a great point. You're playing against Mars in the lane, which can be nice with the Crystal Nova, and also Carlo has been playing it a decent amount so far.
Radiant team ban.
Woodwing ban.
Maybe an off-lane Marcy instead.
Yeah. I actually think that is probably more likely. Mamung Dai has played it. I think it kind of fits more into his. If I'm thinking of like what a hero pool that would look like for Mamung Dai in the offlane, I feel like Marcy would definitely fit into that a little bit more.
So where I'm thinking is that Execration have no idea what they want to pick, and it's going to be very dependent on whatever spawn pick next, right? Because that's going to really adjust what sort of hero that they're going to be able to go for, right? Like, they're just looking to get rid of these heroes that have silence, have 100 to 0, have a good amount of burst damage, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about all this. Like, if they pick something that just wants to stay in lane, they might go that life stealer again that we were liking. If they go
10 seconds remaining.
I mean, Palace likes playing heroes like Juggernaut as well. Like, I could see that
5
working,
seconds
specifically if you've
remaining.
got a Magnus that can you just empower, right? And then Omni Slash has a lot of value. The spin has a lot of value if you go a Maelstrom.
Jog CM lane.
Natural. Yeah, Jug CM lane. Pretty strong. Chaos Knight, not really, way too single target. Not a natural Maelstrom builder. You can't really go sniper. It would have to be some kind of melee hero. Melee hero with AoE against a Naga Siren. There's not a lot. Alk, not really. Bristle, too physical damage focused. Sven, too physical. Don't know is the long and short of it.
Are we looking at this like is there still the potential for the mag to be put safe lane, Pango off lane, and go for like a mid-win condition?
It's a possibility. This is one of those heroes that does do well against the Pangolier, by the way.
PA? Oh, then Nature's Prophet. I was going to say that Razor was like, might be a good PA game, but we got a Palace Prophet. So, look, Pango gets a decent amount of value out of the Empower. It's not the worst. They're just going to look to push the tempo pretty heavily here from Execration. It's going to be very interesting to see.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they've got a ton of heroes that really excel in that early-ish stage of the game, right? Pango doesn't need the most items. CM very, very aggressive early on. You don't want to let Naga Siren get out of control. Razor, like he needs his couple of items, right, to be truly impactful. That's the thing. Kind of similar mold to the Bloodseeker. So I think you're just going to look to try and play a couple of minutes ahead of whatever spawn team are trying to do to you. And it's at the start of every team fight, they're going to want to try and take out the Razor every single time. If they can do that, they're going to be in a good spot. If it goes late, I'm still a little bit worried about what they're going to be able to do against this Naga Siren.
So I think the really nice thing about the last pick, Nature's Prophet, is that you lane incredibly well versus the Razor. This hero has a lot of difficulties with being able to deal with the treants in the lane, which with being able to just harass him down, with being able to secure CS is really nice. Even just kind of the body blocks as well when Razor's looking to push on forward. So the double ranged, there will be, of course, this is still a very, very position dependent lane. Like if CM is ever caught out of position and you're able to get that jump in from the Marcy, of course, there's a hero that can just break lanes open. Probably going to be a lot more difficult now though with the nerf. So excited to see, but they were instant on this Nature's Prophet pick. Like they were really, really ready for the Razor, and there's a big reason why, because it is a great lane matchup.
Yeah, it's a great lane matchup. Like you were saying before, the reduced cast ranges are so vital actually for this lane. But still, you're going to look to try and get aggressive as soon as you reach that, level 2 mark on spawn. The Razor plus Marcy, it's still a strong lane together, especially if you're able to catch out these relatively squishy int heroes that you've got on Execration. So I'm keen to see if they're able to accomplish that. The other thing was as well, Nature's Prophet, natural-ish Maelstrom builder. You can go into the Gleipnir if you want, just for that little bit of extra control if you felt like you needed it for people like the Razor, the Ember Spirit as well. I really wouldn't hate seeing that.
Definitely a couple of different routes that he can look to go down. See what the case is going to be. Of course, it's I get to see the first time I'm seeing this Arcanus as well for the Razor, which is very interesting. Did you see the how it's pay to win? Have you seen?
No, I didn't. What's the pay to win?
So you know how with the like if you're melee range, it's the sword right clicks. Have you seen that?
Yeah,
or no? Yeah. So apparently with the this may have been fixed. I don't know if it is, but against arena, you can hit through it if you're up against a wall. Like on the outside, you can hit into it.
Yeah, because it's melee, not ranged, right?
Yeah, which is weird.
I'm quote unquoting. Yeah.
Which is first item pay to win.
Is it the first item? I feel like there were other items. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, there definitely could have been. I have no idea. There definitely could have been. Would love me a good wrap around though from Execration. See what they're able to get out of this. All the way around they go. But
30 seconds to battle.
not the easiest time. Maybe the law might run into the high ground here.
The vision look like? Yeah, they see nothing. Already leveling up the shockwave, realizing how difficult it may be.
Carlo's gonna pop out. Yep. Oh, arrow. Perfect setup thanks to the Frostbite, and First Blood will be picked up. It's gonna be Shanks that finds it on the Mirana. Meanwhile, Palos will be zoned away from the bounty rune, so gonna have a 2 for 2, but of course First Blood picked up for Execration. Nice start for them.
The Lul had already leveled up the Dispose as well. Didn't go into the rebound, so there wasn't even a small hope of him getting away. Mamang Daya was in the right position for him to potentially get the jump away. So a little bit odd that he went so aggressive with that movement. I suppose it's always going to be the case that if someone comes forward, he's going to want to try and dispose them back into what would have been the static link, but Dyer, of course, going the plasma field because of what happened to try and discourage Execration from getting too aggressive. Delul's doing a good job, though, trying to bully Palos.
Spirits grant me patience.
Especially important to keep the lane in a dangerous position as well. Don't want to give them too much freedom with this double range lane to be able to get away from this scot-free. Again, it's that level 2 timing that they're really going to be looking to play for, but even before that, they're looking to make the moves onto Palace. Don't think they'll be able to claim this one with good defensive movement coming there from Carlo.
Does this set look too much like Abaddon? Despite the
Which one?
horse, of course, the Razor. Despite the horse, like, let's keep that in mind.
Nah.
No? What?
He's
Okay.
what Morphling should look like with the swirly.
Swirly.
It's pretty high graphics, the swirl, the Razor swirl, like his body.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The
It's gone
belt
bottom
is
lane.
old.
Tino? Skewer back on a Jikroy. Nice arrow from Shanks as well, but it's not a whole lot of damage or stun duration. Shanks does just complete the level 2, so we'll be able to leap over. Fairy Fire is going to be forced to be utilized as well. But Jikroy, he won't be able to have the damage to find the trade in the end, so Execration going to be able to get their second kill to start this game. Top lane, Carlo is getting chased down as well from Delul. Palace is going to be able to rejoin the lane. Carlo, another Frostbite's going to be reapplied. And Palace is also able to hit back. Carlo will still go down though nonetheless. I think Monk dies okay.
Now, but I mean, this was a CM that essentially used her entire mana pool to be able to get that kill. It's fine that you give the return one up. Of course, Palace is going to be sitting there soaking up a lot of that solo experience for himself. With the Marcy not being around, you know that he's always going to be in a pretty safe spot. Now that he comes back, level 2 on Carlo, it's pretty damn dangerous to be able to face up into this. Going to be even worse once he reaches level 3. Nice removal of the small camp block as well, so Carlo's going to be in a position to be able to fix this lane even further. Like this as well, they're looking to get pretty aggressive onto Delul because they know that that's really what's going to enable a lot of the aggressive attempts. If Delul's sitting at half HP, he's not going to be feeling quite as confident in being able to go in and potentially get the kills onto either Palace or Carlo.
And it looks like he's kind of read that as well. Like he's got a lot of resources to play this lane. 4 tangos, a Selv, double mangoes as well.
I won't give them the satisfaction.
Getting up in his face, ready to go for another kill attempt, but some of the smaller movements coming through from Carlo a little bit more effective, and well, he's even been able to set up to make the small camp pull happen. So again, it's all about the little plays, right? Make sure that you're in position to be able to keep the wave back underneath where it's much harder for them to go for these kill attempts. Even the small things like pulling the treants in the way of Delul, trying to slow down some of his movements. But Carlo might be a little deep again.
And he might. Jump forward, Delul not going to be able to get the stun connection. Carlo should still be chased down. They might go for Palace next. Palace is trying to stand toe-to-toe, but Monk Dyer gets the kill, and he's going to get out with his own life as well. That's a huge exchange for Spawn.
Yeah, for sure. Monk Dyer even just giving his own life up, wanting to get that full regen coming back through. Don't think he had bought everything, though, which was a little surprising. Anyway. How are the other lanes going? We've been focusing on top a lot. Like, mid lane is going
bottom lane, though.
heavily.
Jikroy skewered back. Playing around with the illusions, but it's not enough. They can easily get rid of some of them to be able to reveal the real Naga Siren. So, second death in the lane.
Potatoes lane?
What's
Against Bob? I mean, he's like 400 ahead.
Net worth?
Oh yeah, 350,
Oh,
400.
wow. Oh, what the heck?
Doing real solid. Even had to have CM TP back just to refill Bob's bottle.
Alright.
It's the one
Oh.
lane that's going... Well, actually, Razor's lane was going pretty well, but it's not resulting in too much net worth. Palace has got a very nice buffer ahead of him.
What do we feel like is... Oh, mid lane, Bob. Potato just completed his level 6. Let's see if the Flame Guard absorption's going to be enough as well. It doesn't have too much mana to play with. We'll be able to juke out that Rolling Thunder. Bob, Swashbuckle or Shield Crash, whatever he requires. Potato. Going... Oh, sneaks
Get
on
juked.
out. Nicely done.
How long has he got? 10 mana until he's able to use the TP. Looks like he should be able to get to safety.
Bottom lane, they're diving Jikroy. Tino should be able to get the kill. 2-point shockwave and skewer. He's going to continue to chase under the tower. Meanwhile, top lane though, Delul, couple more right clicks, not enough, so back to bottom we go, as there we go, skewer into the arrow. Tino's already used the shockwave though, so won't have the damage now to be able to kill him off, and then back to top, they do end up chasing down Delul.
He dodged the Starstorm with the mirror image. That was really nicely done by Jekroy. Again, Tino having a really solid start to this game. 1100 net worth lead right now is speaking of mid as well again. Potato.
So they level 1
Another remnant in a few seconds.
Dude.
Oh no.
Tough scenes. 2000 net worth lead here for Execration. Great start for them. That mid lane is just the one question mark at the moment, but this Bob is able to keep his life, and he does have the Rolling Thunder backup. So, what are we looking for out of Bob? Would you like to see him stick around mid, secure the power rune, and then consider about making a play on a side lane with that ultimate?
I think that's the important thing right now. I mean, he just needs to make sure that he's got that little bit of a level advantage as well. He's been lucky enough to be able to secure a free Observer Ward that Bob dropped for him. Oh, pump faking a little bit there. Mirana's there. Shanks just not going to try and... Ooh. Okay, he'll be able to get away. I'm just trying to think where he even wants to move. Like, where are the kills going to be enabled to happen? I guess top, just because it's going to enable you to go for a little bit more of that tier 1 tower to open up the map a bit more, but this isn't the greatest static link game, unless you're specifically using it to deal with Bob.
Potato's going to be able to get the double damage run, and well, he'll make his own movement to top, considering it. Instead, he's going to see a freebie in the river onto Shanks. A leap over the high, going to back to the river. Closer, and now he's on the Naga.
Oh, no, Jikroy.
Oh, no. Oh, bottom lane, Palos.
Poor guy.
Is going to look to try and TP in. Travens, will he be able to escape Kinetic Field? Man, well, Skewer's already on cooldown regardless, so... At least Palos is here to be able to help out with the tower push. They are starting to make some of the members come bottom to help with the defense.
Top side, Mamang Diet is the one that gets caught out by this Rolling Thunder. Looks like they should be able to secure this kill. Carlo ends up doing it with the Frostbite. There's a lot of early movements coming through from Execration away from the dangerous lane and opening up the map a lot more for themselves.
Unfortunately, you would have loved to get the kill into the Pango there, but it's really a minor thing. Nothing crazy, considering the team is looking solid overall. A 3,000 net worth lead very early on into this game. Just got a mech on Tino, what?
Yeah, he's holding on to a bunch of skill points as well. Wondering what his thought process is right now. Maybe just seeing how Spawn are going to look to respond to a lot more of this tempo being increased, like we were expecting. You know, Palos, he's almost got that Maelstrom picked up, so he's going to be able to deal with the creep waves, keep them pushed out, force some kind of defensive rotation to be able to protect the tower, and that's the advantage of Nature's Prophet, right? You can just use the global teleport.
Look at the jump in from Delul. They're going to pull back the CM into the Static Storm as well. Carlo steps out, drops the Freezing Field.
Oh,
the
nice arrow
will clip it. So Paolo's going to try and see if there's an opening to TP in. They'll go to Delul instead. A much easier kill instead of Potato. Are they ready in anticipation? Meanwhile, actually, Jikroy finds a freebie on the high ground. Tino is still trying to chase down with the Ember. They don't really have detection, though. They might go for Jikroy instead. Tino's just going to drop the RP solo onto the Ember Spirit, skewer closer to Bob, but they're unable to get the angle for the Rolling Thunder. Jikroy, look at him just stand his ground, dude. So Bob's going to go for Potato instead, but no, he's unable to connect. So great use of the song from Jikroy.
And a great movement by Palos as well. Oh, he might be getting caught out here with a maxed out rebound. Be able to catch him out. Not before he took the tier 1 tower, though.
You gotta get out. Oh, Bob actually snipes one. Tino wants to go in. Kashanks, he's got maxed out Starstorm. A lot of damage, and even Carlo's mid lane as well. Execration recognized the importance of bringing the numbers to be able to come out on top in that engagement.
Yeah, for sure. Again, playing around the siege creep, playing with the Nature's Prophet, using the little things like the Blightstone to be able to quickly take out one of those key objectives. They're up in the tempo further and further. Jikroy obviously didn't have the greatest time in the laning phase, and well, he doesn't want to join in onto these team fights at all. He just needs to do whatever he can to accelerate his own farm. Playing a little bit more selfish now, and justifiably.
It's going to be quite a while, though, till this Naga Siren is feeling pretty content with showing up to a lot of the fights. Has not had the greatest start to this game for Jikroy.
Even Palace, though, he's going for the Mjolnir, so really just when he does show up to these team fights, just toss the Mjolnir onto whatever the main focus target is and do a pretty good job. Him plus the Pangolier plus the Empower of being able to deal with those Nagas pretty damn quickly.
Gonna see smoke up from Spawn. Potato and Travens combined together. Palace is going to be their initial target down in the bottom lane. Considering about going for another wave as well, but Palace will think twice. TP out, great read.
Radiant are scanning.
Now what do we... Oh, they're actually going to smoke themselves from Execration. Okay, so they do have Mamangdai showing in this top lane at the moment. Going to look to continue to slow down the Razor's game. Working on the BKB next. This is a big kill if they're going to be able to find it. 4 deaths already for the Razor. But they're just sitting in anticipation, waiting for Jikroy to go to the triangle instead. Freezing field. All the damage they needed to be able to bring down Jikroy. And now they might try and dive the tower. Mamangdai. Let's see if the tree line's going to be enough to protect him. They've got the creep wave getting shoved out.
Dire's middle tower.
I think they're pretty happy with just taking away some of these stacks as well. The big tools that the Naga Siren needs to be able to recover that farm somewhat, still sitting towards the very bottom of all of the core net worth.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Uh-oh.
Delula's like trying to swallow.
Palos just TPs directly on the dome of the Razor. Arrow's going to be able to connect. And they will secure the kill. Now they're even going to go for the Ember as well. The chain control is going to be lacking thanks to the Static Storm preventing the RP.
Power the mech as well. They look to make these early attempts, and Tino just able to shrug it off.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Bye-bye,
Delul might be in a little bit of trouble. He doesn't have the TP, so I would say he's definitely in a lot of trouble.
Meanwhile, what's up Bob up to here?
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Space?
Yeah, for sure. He's going to get a DD for his troubles. Alright. We got the Mjolnir up on Palos 14 minutes in. BKB next. So yeah,
he's so farmed.
Deal with Naga. Yeah, deal with Naga. Push the lanes in. Yeah, 4, 2, and 6 in a crazy amount of farm. And yeah, the BKB is just symbolism of, okay, well, I don't want to get caught inside of a Static Storm. I don't want Song of the Siren to stop anything that I'm wanting to do. You're going for a little bit more of this aggressive build with the Orchid on the Naga Siren. I'm going to look to punish that. Because I feel like Jikroy knows that unless they get a few of these kills, they're never going to get the opportunity to take towers.
See, Execration just looking to sweep through the map, though. We continue with the control. Tino, there's the jump. Skewer back into the arrow, and Carlos should be able to provide the extra control thanks to 2 points in the Frostbite. So, beautifully done from them. And now, let's see what they're able to get out of this so from Execration.
You're a little deep, my guy. Okay, he nearly got caught out there, just moving over into the jungle. The thing is, they're not actually taking objectives, right? Like, sure, they're getting valuable kills, but they're using an RP for it, and that's still going to be on cooldown for about a minute by the time Ember's back.
Oh, Bob?
Look to maybe make a play around mid. Carlos still 5 seconds away from TPing in, though, and so this is a big wasted ultimate, and you got to land a lot of these, right? You got to make sure that you can't be wasting more than maybe 2 or 3. if you do, then does give them the window to potentially come back into it. It is still only about a 10% win probability. 9k net worth lead at 16 minutes is still a lot to come back from, but it's a Naga Siren. It's certainly possible.
Well, can they get the Static Storm? No, Chains is only level 1, so the control's not long enough. Potato's gonna be really cautious, man. Tino's coming. Gets the skewer back into the stun control again. Tino. Oh my.
Yeah, he's doing a pretty damn good job, isn't he? Even Travin's probably going to be giving his life up here. Nice little use of the shield crash to get up onto the high ground. Not sure if that was the greatest use of the Static Storm, though. I like that this Static Storm shows the actual radius of it as well, by the way. The standard one is deceptively small looking.
Yeah, I think this Static Storm looks awesome. I'm a very, very big fan of the visual animation. They are just... I mean, they're just hoping that Among Dai is able to find this BKB without losing too much more map control. Got 2 components, of course, working on the third. I hear a Rolling Thunder. Once again, Bob's not getting a whole lot out of this. Is his Blink coming out of the Courier? No, he's got Shard, okay. That's a very good Shard game. Against the Ensnare, as soon as you see it come out. Oh, the lure with the jump in. No Static Storm to play with, and Tino can just easily reset his positioning. Arrow's going to be on the mark, though. They can maybe poke the Disruptor down from afar, but Tino says, screw that. Let's just jump in with the RP instead. Delul wants a revenge, though. He's going to toss Tino back into the middle. They're starting to distill the damage from Bob. He'll get some distance away, but the pursuit is on. The Spawn trying to close the distance. Gotta be cautious, though, how deep they look to go. Bob in trouble. A double kill for Potato. Looks like, though, Palace, well, he's actually going to TP into the middle. Palace is so farm, dude.
Yep.
Doesn't even need to be KB. What the hell? Palace TP's in the middle of it all. Doesn't even give a damn.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, the man knows how to farm, and now he's got a BKB as well, like you were saying. Straight into the AC. I love it. Like, it's just identifying the needs at each different stage. I need to push out waves. I need to deal with Naga Siren if she turns up to a fight. I need to fight with the BKB, and I need to take towers. That's just the MO for him at every single stage of this game. He's even adjusting which ancient camps he's looking to farm at, right? Like, previously, when his team had full map control, he farms at the enemy ancient camp. They end up taking one away, slows down the Naga's farm, and now have a look at it on the minimap. 4 sentry wards, 5 sentry wards, all around this area. So that's 250 gold spent to maybe get 1 observer ward. And so he just TPs back, he takes his own ancient camp, he TPs bot when his team ganks. Easy game.
Oh, Bob Joss was able to clip the Naga Siren. Almost had another awkward use of the Rolling Thunder, but this time he will be able to convert him. Well, that's a big kill for him to find. Jesus Christ, he's doubling the Naga's net worth almost. So close.
Kinda nutty.
What a performance, man.
When I think Palos, I would say Nature's Prophet's one of his top 3, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think he has a really, really good Nature's Prophet. Yeah, always been impressed when Palace is playing this one. See a big reason why? Just how much farm he's able to get out of the map, and even just the involvement as well, which is an important thing. I mean, his net worth is, no joke, it's pretty much an alchemist. Like, change the Nature's Prophet hero image to an alchemist, and that's kind of what you would expect out of the position on everyone in regard to the graph.
This is for a reason, bro.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Holla, holla, get dollar.
All right, now shut up.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Potato. Look at the smoke back to their side of the map. Oh, it's just TPing up straight in their face. They don't have vision though.
You got to go for ballsy plays like that, right? To make a game like this come back. It's 13k. This was like when we played up against Execration. This was what it was looking like at around this stage of the game. Just Palos going absolutely bonkers, out of control. We actually had a Naga Siren that was doing a relatively decent job. But yeah, just was never able to come online. And well, now you've even got Palos only 1 item away from that AC. He's nearly level 18 as well. Crazy, the amount of work this guy's been able to do.
So I think for spawn, you're going to be looking towards this double BKB timing. Potato.
Shanks has Ags.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty wild.
I mean, it's great against Naga, again. Like, just ways to very easally, A, deal with the illusions mid-team fight, B, shove out waves so that Naga isn't quite as impactful. I mean, it's actually kind of...
Wait, look at Palos. Oh my god. He's so farmed he can just TP in like that. He's even going to pop a BKB as well, so the song will do nothing. Palos can himself get out. Among die, stuck in an awkward position, escaping under the cover of the magic community, and they're not going to try and bear the...
Palos can just come back in.
Look at you all day.
Ooh.
He won't. He'll go bottom instead. Doesn't have Orchid, so it's not like he can kill the Ember.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Rolling Thunder from bottom. He's got the blink as well to get on top. Arrow to fly. And Tino for the damage. Beautifully done. Again, we saw some really awkward uses of the Rolling Thunder early on, but now that Bob's got a little bit more items to play with his...
Oh my god, it's a double damage with the AC on Palos, level 18. Do they go Roche or do they go tier 2 top?
Double damage.
Ooh, looks like they're pretty keen on Roche. Not wanting to throw it away. Just take the easy objective. Of course, it's so early on into the game, the Roche is still relatively weak.
Did he even need a second life?
You're welcome.
Maybe Bob will take it. Seems like he's freeing up a spot for himself, though. Might go for a few more of those, like, dives in as the heart gets drawn on the map.
This'll come in handy.
Look at that, just TPing straight up in front of a tier 2 tower. Not a care in the world. Tino sitting behind him, even getting buffed up with the Empower. Look at how quickly this tower melts.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Well.
Got the horn toss as well on Tino.
Is under
Yeah,
attack.
jump in, drag back.
So yeah,
Nice knowing you.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
at least he dealt with the
Radiant's
creep wave.
top tower is under attack.
Palace is like... Oh, creep wave funny. I can tank.
Raise no hand
Bob?
of anger until past.
Oh my lord.
Structures are fortified.
That's not a good
I think
sign.
they're having a bit of
Dire's
fun.
bottom
Yeah.
tower is under attack.
Are they... They're out. Potato?
I
Oh,
mean-
that blood baiting. Dude, look at that bait, man. What is that? And no Dude, what is that
Oh,
bait? What? I haven't seen a better bait. I haven't seen that good of a bait in a long freaking time, man. That was incredible.
It was pretty good. It was
Pretty,
pretty
good. What the
I
what?
mean, you expect Bob to do that sort of thing, but I mean, maybe
Dire's
you gotta understand the desperation that's in their head right now. You know, like they knew that they had to go for some kind of crazy play.
Oh.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Oh, no. Among Dire? Alright. Well, full set of barriers claimed a 20,000 deficit. Yep, 0% is probably where I put it as well, Mr. Dota Plus. And they're even going to smoke back through top. Of course, the
knows
BKB
he
was
doesn't have
previously
BKB.
used.
Yep.
He knows Magnus. Oh, boy. Oh, this is actually a hero that I wonder if we're going to see Execration put a little bit more emphasis on through their remaining games here in the Pro Series, because this is 2 games in a row now that Tino has looked just
Seeds of fortune.
goddamn flawless on it. And they play really well around the mag too.
Yeah, for sure. They're just, oh boy, roaming together around the map, trying to find a single person that leaves the base. Doesn't seem like they're going to be able to accomplish it though, as they're just holed up inside. Oh, Carlo. Wanting to try and get one of those deep wards up with his BKB. Feeling like he's a little bit more invincible than he probably is. They could still just do the safe play though. Play around their next creep wave. They still don't have the outpost, as Shanks just looks to try and take it now, and now they know the move. They know exactly where at least one hero is on the map. Although an observer ward cleverly is spotting out a couple. They just want to get those quick pickoffs, but there is no real easy pick for anyone here.
I was even
Again,
using...
using that rolling.
Yeah, having fun. Having a grand old time. Palace even tipping on the high ground. Look at the backstab. He's level 20 already, man. He's got the leash. This BKB, is it going to be enough control? The Sprout just gets it off for the last second.
He's got Satanic.
What is this game? Dude, fella, the fact that he can TP like that is actually so wild.
I mean, Satanic, double net worth, ages, BKB. You can't blame him.
Yeah, look at it. He wants a high five, brother. I mean,
Tower is under attack.
there we go. Bob's like, all right, I'll come up. I'll come and give you a high five. Give me another. There we go.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Oh, God. Still got another minute on the ages as well.
Team's just waiting for some kind of movement to come through. The observer ward placed down, which
Tino.
means that you're going to be able to find him.
Yeah, real jump onto the Naga Siren. Jikroy doesn't have the song to protect him. But Monkeye is going to try and take away a little bit of damage. Not the worst start at all for Radiant. They will be able to bring down Tino. But be cautious though, because still Bob off for the southern side. Solos Mamong Daya. Now back to the objectives they go.
Very hesitant to pop the RP there on Tino. I was thinking maybe he might have done it to try and take out the Naga.
Nice Sprout. Protecting Bob. Swashbuckle should be up shortly, but they just turn their attention over to Jikroy. Potato's still going to try and go for the kill and maybe get out with his life. BKB just up in 1 second. A couple of seconds too long. Dude, look at it. He's...
Who needs to use their feet,
Oh.
honestly?
Oh my...
There we go.
Oh my god, what a game. And again, that just goes...
He's found farming.
Yeah, why not? I don't blame you, honestly. That just goes to say goes to show kind of how I closed out the last game, saying that Execration, it's a very, very volatile team. Like, they are always hit by a lot of inconsistencies, and that game, this series, just proves that point.
How did he get so much farm? I gotta watch this replay. Like, it's actually nuts how he was able to have the map opened up for him. But even before then, like, the lane wasn't amazing. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into it. It was a great Nature's Prophet pick. They were ready for it.
Yeah.
They felt like they had a response to the Razor in the laning stage. They knew that they had banned out a lot of the big Pangolier counters, and it was basically one of the only few left. And really, I didn't see a single static link on top of Rolling Thunder, so didn't even end up doing that in the game either. So, you could see what Spawn Team were kind of trying to do, but Execration, it just felt like they always had the better options, and it feels like, I don't know the exact number, but it feels to me like second pick has become king once again. Just being able to win 2 out of your 3 lanes goes so far towards winning the entire game.
Yeah, those lanes have still something is going to have to change, kind of at the core level here of Dota with how the lanes. So they've always been important for a very long time now. I'm not even sure what you're really going to be able to do to kind of change that up, but regardless, Execration going to be able to tie up this last series of the night, 1-1 against Spawn. Of course, again, a very, very dominant performance, and it's going to be exciting to see how they're going to be able to continue on with their form. And that is our 4th last day done of the groups. Now, tomorrow, we're going to be kicking off, of course, same time, 3 best of 2s. We're starting with Geek Fam against Unity Gaming. We got Xerxia versus Lilgun, and then Danog. We got Fnatic versus Army Geniuses. Holy shit, that's hype. Let's go. That's actually going to be a crazy series. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for some more Dota tomorrow. Any closing comments, good sir?
No. Other than let's go Australia. I'm gonna have a look and watch some of the World Cup again because it's been pretty good this year. So let's see if the Asia Federation continues its pretty solid showing.
Hopefully Australia will continue it on, and for me, I'm going to go sleep and wake up in a couple hours for work and do it all again. I'll see you guys tomorrow. It's been a pleasure. We got more BTS Pro Series 13 action kicking off at the same time, 5 p.m. Singapore. We'll see you all tomorrow.